Oh, hi guys. Just me bringing in my assault bike, positioning it for when we do a workout. You guys know, if you've watched the video, on how to properly move this device. We will not talk about that today. But what we are talking about is proper way to actually use this thing, okay? Number one is adjusting the seat. Unscrew this bit, pull it out, right? Adjust it to the height of, basically the length of your legs. You want to be able to, at the bottom of your pedal stroke, maybe a 20 to 30 degree or just like a slight bend at the bottom, okay? We're not riding low. This is not BMX. We're not dealing drugs, okay? We're also not trying to, I don't know what we're doing here, but it hurts like my bits. So, find a height that is appropriate to your leg length. Okay? For me, I'm 6 feet tall, but my legs are about as, normal sized legs. Some people have longer legs, some people have shorter legs, but figure this out. Then, there is a little graduated notch system on the side here. Check that out. Memorize your number. I'm a 7. Not that you care, but we're 7. There's also this adjustment here, okay? Unscrew it, pull it out, and this guy will go back and forth. Now, the point of that back and forth is depending on how long your arms are and how long your reach is, right? Now, granted, this isn't meant for every body type in the world, okay? There is only a certain number of positions we can get into. But if you're really, really close, you can't really get full extension of that push out, okay? So you want to figure out how far this seat needs to be in and out to get a good drive through your punch and a pull, okay? So that's the adjustment portion, okay? And like I said, it's not meant to be for every body type. If you are a shorter person or you have a short torso, ignoring my leg length, but the height of this guy might be really high. Or if you have really long legs, it's just up here. So you can't get the optimum amount of force through the handle, but so we make do. So now that you have the bike set up, it may seem like it's really easy to just, you're pedaling and your hands are on the handles and everything's all hunky-dory, okay? It's really 2 stages, okay? So there's the arm portion of it. You are pushing and pulling at the same time. Push, pull at the same time. And you got the pedal portion, okay? Pushing down on the pedal stroke that's going down. And in fact, you are also pulling up with the pedal stroke on the other side. Now this is a little bit, it's fast, but it's something I want you to think about when you're doing some pedaling, okay? Now let's talk about, first off, just your legs, okay? We'll get to the push-pull in a second. Now the ideal position of where you sit on the seat is your sit bones, or basically your butt cheeks. Try and have them on the back padded part of the seat, okay? What helps with that is when your hands are on the handles, kind of pushing against it, and that pushes your hips back, okay? So that's one thing. You're on the kind of back padded part of the seat. You don't want to crouch too much into the narrow part of the seat, okay? You want to be back. You want to be in a nice, strong position while you pedal. Pedaling now, okay? Our knees work this way, okay? When you're pedaling, try and keep your knees in line with your feet, in line with the pedals, okay? Too often, this is what I see. I don't know. Something's happening in here, okay? Where your knee is tracking outside of where your legs are actually supposed to be properly going, okay? So do your best to keep your knees and your legs aligned with your feet. Your feet should be straight, not angled out, and everything should be nice and in line as you pedal. Like a normal bicycle, okay? The pedal stroke is no different on a bicycle versus an assault bike. Next up, what are we doing with our upper bodies, okay? And this includes our head, okay? Jesus! Do your best to keep this in line. Do your best to keep your body nice and quiet. Okay, you are pushing and pulling with your arms, but there is no need to sway back and forth, to twist, to bob. Okay? Nice and solid, nice and smooth. Push, pull on the pedals. Your body is one unit. Act like it. Okay? Now we talked about so there's the push-pull on the handles of the handles on the assault bike. Okay? So we're punching and pulling, punch, pull at the same time, while pushing down and pulling up. Notice my heel drives down and drives up. So if you notice, if you get a little bit closer to these pedals, they got these little raised bits on here like this, okay? So your shoe is on here. You are driving down with your heel, and then you are basically pulling up against it as you go up. Push down with the heel down, pull up with the heel up. Therefore, working not just your quads as you pedal, okay? So if you think about it, quad, down, okay? Quad down, hammy up. Quad down, hammy up, quad, hammy, punch, pull, punch, pull, punch, pull. Utilizing all the big muscle groups in your legs and in your upper body. Making this a very effective tool for improving our fitness, improving our cardiovascular. One last thing I wanted to talk about was standing versus sitting, okay? So if you're standing and pedaling, it's more along the lines of just push and then you're not pulling. It's just stomping, okay? It's like stomping, right? You're climbing stairs, you're sprinting, right? Versus seated, sit bones and bum on the back part of the seat, push pull at the same time. You can go faster, you can spin the bike faster when you're seated because you're using your quads and your hammies as you spin through this. Standing up might do the job and it'll kind of give you a little bit of recovery, but that's just because you're going slower. It's slower, you're using less muscles, you're not really punching and pulling at the same time. Seated, you're working much harder, but you're also going faster and you're going farther, you're doing more calories. And just like that, we're done.